We're sitting here on Bishop's Arms, Odengatan in Stockholm, Sweden. And you're going to have a get-together with American breweries tomorrow here in Stockholm and on Saturday the 18th in Gothenburg.
That's correct. We've shipped over 24 amazing, super delicious American craft beers from 5 different breweries. We have Anderson Valley Brewing Company, Bronx Brewery from New York, Anderson Valley is from California, Bronx Brewery is from New York, Captain Lawrence from East Coast, Harpoon from near Massachusetts, and Revolution from near Chicago. So one of the beers I'm going to sample now is going to be on tonight, called Hot Commander from Captain Lawrence. And these are beers that you don't see on draft in Sweden very often. They have been in the government monopoly. You can get them, sometimes you can get them in the government monopoly, but they've never been here on draft in one go. But what's more exciting is the founders of the breweries are coming over, and they're going to be here in the Bishop's Arms. They're going to be talking to the customers and the beer lovers and explaining their beers and telling them how they're made and talking about how craft beer is so very different to any other beer. It's independent, it's authentic, it's made with very exceptionally fine quality ingredients and hops and flavors, and it's unlike anything else. In my opinion. So it's going to be very exciting.
When I talk to... Cheers. When I talked to Swedes about this fair and meet and greet, we said, American beer, oh, it's Budweiser. And I said, no, this is as far away from Budweiser you can come. Tell me a little about the craft beer situation in America.
Well, America is pretty much one of the only places that has a proper definition for craft beer. It's got to be, you've got to be small, so you've got to be independent, not owned by any other brewery. You can be 25% owned by a big brewery, but basically you've got to be independent and you've got to be small, producing less than 6 million barrels of beer a year. Those are the driving principles behind being craft. But you've got to be authentic and true to your profession and craft your beer as well, and use the most amazing hops and malts and brewing techniques and skills and innovation. That's what American craft breweries are known for. They're being innovative, they're really good at their craft, they produce incredibly hop-forward, flavoursome beers, like this one, which is full of beautiful hop notes, completely different to watery mass-market lager.
What type of beer will we meet here at the fairs in Stockholm and Gothenburg? Is it lager? Is it IPA or?
We have a whole range. We have 24 different beers for everyone to try, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. They are going to range from, yes, we have some lagers, we have some gozas, we have some wit beers, we have some IPAs, of course. Everybody loves IPA. We have hazy IPAs, but we also have some bourbon barrel-aged stouts, and we have some porters, and we have some really interesting, funky, wild beers. Anything and everything. Variety to please whatever the beer lover wants.
And you are open tomorrow in Stockholm at 17, 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. 5 o'clock tomorrow in Bishop's Arms.
Yeah.
In Odengatan.
In Swedish is 17:00 på eftermiddag. It's 17.
Okay.
Yeah. And in Gothenburg on Saturday you open earlier.
Yes, at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
That's
at Hackett.
Yeah.
At Hackett.
Yeah. And in Swedish, klockan 13:00.
So this is a very rare opportunity, Thomas.
Yeah.
Very rare to sample beers where the founders of they were the brewers originally, but they're the founders. So the original people that set up the breweries. And they've flown over to Sweden for these 2 events. So it's a very special occasion, and we hope lots of people will come and sample the beers and talk to them and learn about American craft beer and discover the flavours and the amazing ingredients that go into these beers and have a good time.
So it's not just a fair where it's tap takeover. It's also so you can meet and greet with the brewers.
Exactly. It's free to enter. So you obviously have to pay for your beer when you get here. It's completely free to enter. It's a load of 20 odd beers on the taps. There'll be it's meet the brewers. They'll all be here. It'll be an informal opportunity to talk to them. But there's several. Usually, there's 2 people from each brewery coming, so there's plenty of chance to talk to them about how the beer's made or what they think of the American craft beer market or anything really that you want to talk to them about. And it's going to be a very interesting experience. Definitely don't miss it.
Have you heard anything about how many will come?
Oh, we don't know. I hope lots. We don't know. I don't know. I think there's been quite a lot of publicity about it. I've seen it in various on the internet. So I hope people will come. And it should be nice weather. People will be thirsty. It's a good idea to come in and have some beer. So we hope it will be busy.
Yeah. And is it something else you want to tell the Swedish viewers here about this meet and greet fair at 2 places, Stockholm and Gothenburg? Well,
this is the very first time we've done such a tour. We do the Stockholm Beer and Whiskey Festival, of course, in September at Nackastrand. This will be our 20th anniversary. Can you believe that, Thomas? 20 years of going to the Stockholm Beer and Whiskey Festival. Anyway, so we do that. But this weekend, this is the first time that we've done such a tour. And it's American Craft Beer Week this week, so it's a very good opportunity. It's something American Craft Beer Week is something that the Brewers Association puts on in America, but it's good that we're celebrating over here in Sweden as well.
I don't want to ruin the thing on Thursday and Saturday here in Sweden this week, but we have to talk about the Stockholm Beer and Whiskey Festival. They're moving back to Nacka. Let's say, how great are that?
Well, Nacka's a fantastic venue. I mean, Nacka's been very good for us. We've been going to Nacka for 20 years apart from last year when it was in the ferry terminal. I think Nacka is a good idea. The ferry terminal had a lovely view and it was a lovely venue. It was close to the city centre, but I think Nacka is bigger. It's bigger and it's probably has better facilities. So very excited to be there for the 20th year, 20th consecutive year except COVID. And that's something to celebrate, you know. So we need to talk again, Thomas, for that.
Yeah, we have to take a share for Marianne, who runs the Stockholm Beer and Whiskey Festival.
Cheers, Marianne. Cheers, Marianne.
And see you tomorrow, all.
Absolutely. See you tomorrow. Cheers.
Or if you're from Gothenburg, you see them on Saturday, not me. I've been here in Stockholm.